What's up?
Que tal, vatos locos? Welcome to our bonus podcast, Overpromised, because, Rich, I blame it all on you because you talk a lot.
Please do.
He always overpromises things we don't have time for. So we have this podcast as a result. So thanks to you.
You know what?
Thank you.
We get to cover everything.
Everything.
In fact, today's opening day, baseball.
Baseball.
How about that?
How about, you know what? Taking off the jacket. It's springtime. It's baseball.
Show everyone the Yanks.
Hell yeah. Look at this. Let's go Yankees. So again, I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis. He's a Mets fan. Hope all your teams win. I hope you enjoy the day. Thank you for hanging out with us. Remember, we're Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East on Fox Sports Radio. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. Later in the show, we're taking a trip to Vegas to see a fight this weekend. We're going to tell you about it. We're also going to go over the people we hate the most on the plane. All right?
The worst plane people?
Yeah. Don't be one of those.
But since it is opening day,
Yeah.
funny shout out. Baseball's done a great job at a few things.
Baseball.
Speeding up the game. I think over the last couple of years, I like the changes they've made. But I think the biggest underrated thing in the world of Major League Baseball is how great they've done at making each stadium have unique gourmet food. Food is such a big part of baseball to me now, where you go to Dodger Stadium, Citi Field, Chase, AT&T, wherever you go, there's something.
I'm not going to debate this because I'm with you, my man.
Yeah.
However, is this turning into fat guy radio, fat guy conversations here on our
Fat
podcast?
guy convos.
Is this fat guy convos?
Oh, yeah, this is fat guy convos. Yeah.
All right, fat guy convos. Let's go.
Convos.
Spot, you love fat guy convos.
I love fat guy convos.
And you love talking food. And I think when we were kids, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I made a great graphic for it.
It's a long ass intro.
I told you it was.
You built it a freaking cheeseburger.
Yeah, but that's where it all started,
Fat guy
right?
combos.
Burgers and dogs
Yeah.
and sausage.
No, but that right there, you could stop, because when we were kids, you go to a ball game, hot dog, hamburger, maybe nachos, peanuts, Cracker Jacks. There wasn't the big variety of food you have now, and I love it. I think it's part of the game.
Well, that's part of the history. That's what makes baseball fun. It's the old school feeling of get your beer here, your peanuts, your Cracker Jacks. The guy with his paperboy hat.
No one wants
from
that shit anymore.
1950 something, trying to sell you the basics. But now you got all kinds of things. You got garlic fries if you want.
No
You
one.
got chicken tenders. You got so many options. You got all these restaurants.
Well,
you got sushi.
You know, that was, I think, I'm going to give credit to the ice cream in the baseball helmet as the first, let's throw something new in the mix. When we were kids, I think that was the first addition to the basics: hamburger, hot dog, nachos.
I'm such a fan of that, Rich, that I bring my own life-sized regular helmet, my oversized David Wright helmet I bring. And I'm like,
What are you, John Olerud?
yeah.
You wearing a helmet all the time?
I bring the John Olerud. I'm like, can I have ice cream in this, please? Thank you.
John Olerud, who, by the way, was on A-Rod's A-Rod team.
I mean, he wore a helmet. He was a good first baseman. But I can't leave the ballpark without the ice cream in the helmet. That's the rule. But there's so many great treats. I don't know if it's the best part of baseball. Maybe it's the best change that you like. I got one. You know what really gets me into baseball besides all the food and the snacking and the boozing?
What's that?
Just the sound of the organ, for sure. I'm not even kidding you.
I do enjoy...
I got to hear that Hava Nagila. That gets me pumped.
I do enjoy the sounds of the stadium, but look at that. Like the ice cream in the helmet, it could be the Braves, Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, you name it. I'm having soft serve in a helmet every single time.
I can't leave without that. I'm with you on that. And I don't know if you saw this, but our boy Danny G. Yeah, baby. Have you seen what they're doing in Chicago? The White Sox.
There's a whole list. Spot, if you want to just pull up a couple of these articles.
Yeah.
Every year they introduce new food. And I'm a Mets fan, so when Citi Field opened, they left the old school, shitty Shea Stadium vibes behind. Because remember, they initially had, and still do have, Shake Shack.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. You bring in your own pizza spot. You bring in a rib place, steak burgers. Like, it gets next level. But this year, I want to start with the crab pizza. AT&T in San Francisco. There's a whole list. Spot. The first article I sent you
I got it.
leads with it. It looks so good to me. Like
I'm going to have to pass on this one. I don't like crustaceans on my pizza.
a Dungeness crab pizza?
I like some pizza at the ball game, but I don't need crab on my pizza.
Spot,
See,
that's
it's
almost
getting
like
a little too crazy.
It's almost like a pizza crab roll combo in San Francisco. How do you beat that?
I mean, I get it. It goes with the vibe, but I'm just saying I'm passing, dog. That's all.
Looks like a French bread pizza.
You like that spot?
I would destroy that.
Yeah. You know, a few beers in you, or Trulies nowadays, whatever you're getting, you'll probably eat just about anything anyway.
Or do you mean at any stadium now where they have a full bar?
Yeah.
Where they have little lounges?
The
where
evolution of the gluttonizing.
It's not just beer here.
Hey, dude,
it's
slow down.
everything.
You're acting like this is Fat Guy Radio or something.
Fat Guy Radio. Fat Guy Convos.
Should I play the intro again?
No, I think we're good. Now, there's the double Mitch witch. This is another one I saw.
Okay.
2 players, Mitch Haniger and Mitch Garver. They're doing the double Mitch witch where each half is their likings. Like one's like chicken and avocados fried up. One side's like a Cuban sandwich. Like,
see, now we're talking.
May I read the description for you?
please do, Spot.
The Mitch Garver side has marinated pulled pork, sliced Black Forest ham, Swiss cheese, Dijonnaise, and sliced pickles on Cuban bread, while the Mitch Haniger side includes grilled chicken breasts, marinated tomatoes, crispy bacon, a fried avocado wedge, and Havarti cheese served on a flatbread.
Now we're talking. Now.
Plus,
I'm in.
proceeds go to the Seattle Children's Hospital, so it's even for a good cause.
Wow.
See? And a good cause.
And a good cause.
I like that. Now that's some good stuff
Hey,
right
Covino,
there.
you want to settle a beef?
Let's do it.
No. Settling a beef is the name of the new Reuben sandwich in Chicago. It's a big ass Reuben.
It's a Reuben.
Look at this freaking
Look at the
sandwich.
size of this thing.
Fat Guy Convos.
That's too much for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on
What is that?
It's their take on a Reuben Spot.
What is that, $40?
I mean, it's got to be, right?
You think are there old school fans who are like, this takes away from the game? Hey,
No,
nah,
I
everybody
like
loves
the
it, right?
in-between inning antics. I like the
But dude, I gotta
t-shirt
be
cannons.
honest.
I like the food.
This adds to the fun, and the options are great. I'm not being the old stick in the mud. I like being a fat guy too. But I'm old school, man. I do want a hot dog. I do want sausage. Look, if I'm going to a Yankee game, I want the sausage with the peppers and onions.
I get you.
All this other stuff, too much. I don't need all that.
You know, I'll still
But maybe
get
some
I'll still
garlic
get
fries.
a Dodger dog.
That's what I'm saying. It's cool to have the options. I'm not hating on it.
But hold on. When you're done having the Dodger dog or the Yankee Stadium Premio sausage,
Yeah.
how do you feel about this dessert out of Chicago? It's like the campfire milkshake extravaganza.
That's what Danny G was talking about. That's what I was telling you about.
Dude.
Topped with graham crackers, marshmallows, and pieces of chocolate. The 16-ounce campfire milkshake. Look at that thing. It's
You're going to
ridiculous.
shit your pants after you have. You think you, lactose boy, you're not going to make it to the parking lot.
You know what's funny, too, is I try to, maintain springtime, jawline season, try to get in shape. Imagine asking for this, sugar-free. Hey, do you have that in a keto option?
Keto option? No, I don't think
Do
that's
you
a
have
thing.
a sugar-free fat guy shake for me?
Let me hit you with a couple more fat guy
My
options.
God.
The Orioles have the
By the way,
warehouse
hold on.
dog. Okay.
Where do you tell your kids no? Right? Because that's the thing. Because when you were a kid and you just wanted some cotton candy, dad would be like, yeah, we got that at home.
How did I spoil my kids when we
get
go to
them
the
whatever they
ballpark?
want?
Well, you go to the ballpark. I feel like don't go if you're gonna pack some cheese doodles. Like I don't know. To me, like you go to the game. That's
Going
part of
all
the
out.
experience.
All right.
Go all out if you can. Right.
Okay.
How about the Orioles warehouse dog? Or if you want to keep scrolling, Spot, Tampa has the new short rib nachos.
I like that. See,
I
now we're
like
talking.
that.
I love
do.
nachos.
Nachos. Come on. Wise man chooses nachos.
You got to think about the execution of eating some of these things. Like nachos are great because you can pick them one at a time. They come in a plate. If you're eating a giant Reuben in your seat and you have to
It's tricky.
hold that entire thing while
It's
you're
tricky.
taking a
I know
bite.
because when we were at a Broncos game this year and I had tomato soup and I'm like, soup in a seat's not that easy. You're like,
Is the Reuben named after Reuben Sierra?
Reuben Tejada.
Oh, Tejada. By the way, I want to know the rules here too, because for some reason, when it comes to baseball games, right, and we're so fired up for opening day, obviously, enjoy the games, especially if you're going. Why is it that we have this rule, this unwritten rule where we could just throw our peanut shells everywhere and just leave the garbage there?
We're slobs.
Yeah, why is that? So when we're eating the nachos, we just leave the whole plate there for...
It's like stadiums and movie theaters.
Right by our feet?
People lose any sense of manners at a ballpark and a movie theater. Leave
the
it.
people that clean this up, we got to be more respectful to them, but they must be thinking, great, more milkshakes to clean up.
Can I hit you up with
Or
one more?
nachos
Can
in
I
my
hit
way.
Can I hit you up with maybe one or two more
Sure.
fat guy convo?
Yeah, man, you're getting everybody hungry just thinking about it.
How about at Wrigley? By the way, the Cubs are going to be good this year. People are some predicting them to win that division. They got Craig Counsell now as a manager. The chimichurri steak sandwich. That seems like it's right up your alley.
Not just any steak. tri-tip.
Yeah.
A tri-tip chimichurri.
I'll try some right now.
I'm not trying to sound like the fat guy conversation, but
No, that's
honestly,
good stuff.
when you were a kid, it was a hamburger, hot dog, nachos, or Cracker Jacks.
You don't see how they're getting you, though?
That's part of the fun. It's
Tickets
like an
are
adventure.
so expensive, and now you're paying for chimichurri steak sandwiches. You know, like, that's expensive, dude.
About
You're really just piling it on.
Do you want to go to Arizona real quick? Because I want to go to Arizona
Let's
to
go.
try the apple pie chimichanga.
I mean, I'm not going to say no. You buying?
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Little fried chimichanga, apples, ice cream, whipped cream.
Where's this again?
caramel popcorn.
In Arizona?
Arizona, Chase Field, where we've been.
Wow.
I got 2 more spots because this fat guy convo, I can't stop.
Bring it.
I sent you another article at Citi Field. What do you love at a New York City bakery? Are you not a fan of the rainbow cookie?
I mean,
Who doesn't
who's
love the rainbow cookie?
It's got that little hint of almond in there.
Oh, yeah.
the traditional
yeah.
the Italian rainbow cookie? How about you put that inside an egg roll? Hence,
Like a deep fried rainbow cookie?
a deep fried
is
rainbow
this?
cookie at Citi Field.
Sign me up. I'll take that because I don't do sushi. So I'll take some of that.
That's your way of eating Japanese food.
That's my sushi right there. You know, I think that's where it started for me. When the Yankees got Hideki Matsui, it became an international thing. And that's when they started selling sushi and selling different options, like next level.
I love
it.
it.
Went beyond garlic fries at that point.
I guess
that was the first time I noticed it.
My point is the ball game is such a great place to relax, have a drink, take in the game, the sunshine. You're with your kids or your buddies or coworkers. I think adding more food and alcohol options, how is that ever a bad thing?
No, it's not.
You're adding
It's
more
just-
options.
It's just
For your wallet, it is.
yeah, wallets. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Like there was a list that came out. We talked about it on our show. Opening day ticket prices. Like
yeah.
the least expensive seat. The least expensive seat at a Cubs Rangers game. The least expensive seat. And again, granted, they're defending champions.
Yeah.
But the least expensive seat on opening day is $285.
Yeah, if you could go see other
You
teams
go there
for
with your
20
family,
bucks.
but if you are in if you're at
I know.
Texas, $285 plus your guests, your family, plus all these fat guy options. That's an expensive ass day.
One more fat guy option.
Let's hear it.
One last one. Spot, is it on the second list I gave you? In Texas, speaking of the Rangers,
Yeah.
defending World Series champions, they got this.
They have 2 new ones.
It's meatballs and garlic knots on a stick.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this one, Spot?
No,
Hey,
where's
give me
this
some
one?
gabagool. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I gotta find
gabagool.
this one. Hang on.
I love it.
Meatballs and garlic knots on a stick. That shit looks tasty.
On
I'm gonna have to find this one.
I love it though. Hey, see? And it just adds to your expensive day.
But I'll show you the other ones that Texas has.
What happened to bleachers and a hot dog?
Spot's searching as hard for that picture as he is when he finds out someone he knows is on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Chili-
Like, what?
A ranchero chili relleno dog and a brisket Milanese taco.
Keep scrolling down, Spot. I think it might be on this one.
That's
Keep going.
oh,
There it is.
it is on this one.
There it is. Look at that.
Meatballs and
And
garlic
nuts.
nuts. I like that.
I'm eating that thing in one bite.
Just deep throwing that bad boy.
It probably costs $40. Enjoy.
All right. Well, hey, happy eating. Happy opening day. That was what we call fat guy combos.
Charge,
Charge.
fat guys, let's go.
Listen,
So
if you-
again, we're Covino and Rich. Enjoy your baseball. Enjoy your
if
food.
you can't enjoy a campfire, 60-ounce milkshake
Fat guy combos.
while having a stack of meatballs and garlic knots, have you ever really lived?
No. Enjoy your ice cream helmet. Enjoy all of it. It's
Now-
back. It's great.
We are going to Las Vegas this weekend for a quick trip. Some big fights. And I know, Covino, we're excited to maybe see some listeners, see some fighters.
Oh yeah, man, this is
Hang out.
great. It's PBC on Amazon Prime. They invited Covino and Rich, Fox Sports Radio. We're going, but originally it was supposed to be Tszyu, Australian champion, versus Keith Thurman. Keith, sometime Thurman, and he got hurt because guess what? He hasn't fought in some time, so he got hurt. He's out. And everyone's like, I was like, because I like Keith Thurman. I want to see him come back and fight Tszyu. But Sebastian Fundora stepped up. Who's he? A ranked 6'5", some say 6'6", Vato Loco forever. And now it becomes a title fight even more at stake, even a better fight, because he's an actual contender. You have to be a contender to fight for the title. So Sebastian Fundora, 6'6", is fighting 5'7" Tszyu this weekend. Again, Amazon Prime will be there, and then the undercard is great too.
At the arena, are they having the ice cream fun day?
I don't know.
Based
Should I
on
bring a
Fundora?
helmet? I'm going to bring my my boxing glove, fill it up with ice cream.
Listen, this looks like a fun one.
It's a WBO middle lightweight championship. Again, Fundora's 20-1. He's coming off a loss, though, and Tszyu 24-0. But the undercard is also really interesting. Rolly Romero's fighting Pitbull Cruz. Rolly Romero is always in the mix with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and all those guys, Tank Davis. So it's going to be a fun one. We'll be there, and we fly out tomorrow morning. So you got to listen out for us on Fox Sports Radio live from Vegas. Like to bring the fun to you. We always love a good fight, eating like slobs, and a nice hiney. Right?
I agree with
so,
those things.
That made us think about our trip and getting on the plane.
Well, the more and more you scroll through social media and travel in your own life, there's people that are awful travelers.
Yeah.
We're talking about the type of people where you're like, who taught you how to like live?
Not everybody, in their defense, travels as often as we do.
I
for
know.
work, for fun. You know, it's just part of what we do.
You know, you know what? We made a list, you and I. We casually, before Overpromised, made a list of the worst types of travelers.
Yeah, the people we hope not to see early tomorrow morning and on our way back from Vegas. The people we don't want you to be like.
Now, before we get to the ones we already thought of, I thought of another before we can get there. Because I was thinking on the plane.
Yeah.
How about before you get on the plane? Can we talk about the people that have never been through a metal detector in their life?
They're the worst. And then they got their kids and their stroller, and they don't know how to like take apart the stroller, and they're like, they're fiddling with everything.
The person that's like, oh, do I need to take off my big medallion chain? Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I need to take off
How about my belt?
my belt.
Oh, sorry, my chapstick was in my pocket. Here you go.
Are your pockets empty?
And by the way, we're not hating on families and kids. We've been there, but I knew how to disassemble.
You got to learn how to
This
close your
stroller?
stroller. Practice at home.
It used to be where when TSA PreCheck was introduced, that used to divide the regular travelers from the inexperienced travelers.
Do I have to take out my computer?
Get out of here.
TSA PreCheck is so accessible
Yeah.
that now it has ruined, it's leveled the playing field once again. So now you're mixed in with people that have been to the airport once.
I want TSA Prime. There's got to
I
be
do.
like a
There's
next
gotta
level
be.
now.
I will. I mean, I have Clear, which is next level. But even then, you're still going through metal detectors with regular people.
You're right. These people drive you
Beat
crazy.
it.
You know, they don't know the rules. They're fiddling and faddling. They're like, what's going on? But what about the person when you're on the plane? Okay.
Okay.
That gets way too comfy. In fact, isn't there a story this week about it?
I saw a video.
When I say way too comfy, I mean like their shoes come off, which is understandable. But then their bare Cheetos are out.
I saw one of those on Reddit, like, am I the asshole?
Yeah.
And it was a guy who said the person behind them put their bare foot in between the seats in front of him. So he's on the plane. He looks to his right. There's someone's Cheetos. So he's like, am I the asshole for slapping the person's foot away?
Not at all. That's when you slap their foot and then you turn around and you go, are you serious right now? Like, that's just ridiculous.
No bare feet.
Barefoot?
On the chairs. If you're
I don't want to see your sock foot, let alone your barefoot. It better not be anywhere in my line of vision. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Come
you're in the window seat? Perfect. My toes will be around you.
Who raised you? Get those Cheetos away from me. Your BATs, your busted ass toes. No thanks.
Unless you have a foot fetish, that's supposed to be a fantasy.
Oh.
How about, and I've probably been this guy.
I have a question. Is it a foul or funny? If you go on a plane, the person does stick their feet between you.
Yeah.
What if you just tickle their toes?
No, get out of here. No.
Is that funny? Like,
Boom, boom. I'm like, can you get this guy's feet out of here? Thank you. I didn't order any of this.
Right here.
How about the person, I've done this, that falls asleep on you? Happens. It happens.
I don't mind that as much. It is a foul,
They're
but
drooling or snoring. It's like, all right.
I think it's almost sort of funny. But if they keep leaning on you, then you're like, dude, enough. If they lean on you one time, you're like, oh, how embarrassing and funny they're leaning on me.
I'm definitely guilty of this, but I try real hard. I try not to be the guy who has to use the bathroom 10 times during the flight. So I try to get the aisle seat to not bother anybody. But if that person on the aisle is trying to sleep and you're by the window and you're getting up, like that whole thing's a hassle
You know
and a
what
half.
you know what the most embarrassing thing is? When you're like, I think I could get over them without waking them up. And then they wake up and you're like mid-straddle, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the worst.
What are you doing?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
This has been a trend on social media. People calling out folks, ladies that put their hair over the back of their seat and they cover your screen.
How is that even acceptable anywhere, anytime?
That's when you break out the scissor. Like
It
you're
kind of
like your Brutus
happened to me.
beefcake.
I've seen the hair over the seat, like you said, on social media.
Yeah.
Recently on a flight, some woman was so comfy with her Cheetos out, leaning back. She had her arm completely over my screen. I was like, excuse me. I sent Spot a picture of it.
That's when I think you're playful and you tickle her hand or something.
No, because then, who knows? People get mad at you. That was like a real deal going on the whole time. I'm like, I'm trying to watch something here.
What are you watching there? Is that Chris Hansen?
I'm trying to watch Chris Hansen. No, you know what that was? The Whale.
Oh, the whale.
Yeah. He was all excited about Fat Guy Radio.
I'll be right out. I made lemonade.
Yeah.
Let me give you a couple more quickies. How about the messy person? Oh, cut
There's
that
the
hair.
over the seat.
What is that?
The messy person's one, right?
Oh, you mean the slob with the crumbs all over the place?
Dude, like,
The guy who brought his sandwich and it smells like onions.
Can't you contain your like 2 biscotti cookies? Like, you're gonna make that much of a mess? Like, give me a break. How about the guy
Wasn't it a baseball player whose like wife
made all that mess?
made all that mess? The
with
kid
the popcorn.
made mess and like the flight attendant asked her to clean it up.
Clean.
Clean up
that?
after your kids.
You guys remember who that was? Let us know. At Covino and Rich. I remember that story.
Speaking of kids, I travel with my kids and I get it. They're gonna cry when they're babies because of the pressure, and I get all this. But what about the parent that looks like they're giving no attempt?
Anthony Bass.
To me,
Yes, I remember that.
It's all about the attempt. Meaning, like, if you see a parent trying to settle down a kid and they can't,
Kids are going to be kids. We
it
get
happens.
that.
But when you see a parent not trying,
Yes.
I'm like,
Somebody, you want me to rock the baby? I will. You want me to take care of this? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Be
Spot.
attentive. How about Rich? I know we travel so much together, guys. Again, we're going to the fight this weekend. I know Rich's pet peeves. Rich hates it when we're taking like a red eye. You're just trying to get to sleep so you can have a normal day the next day. But some jabroni next to you wants to read. And he's got the light on,
There's
he
always
opens
that
up
one
the
guy.
He's opening up the window. You're like, I'm trying to sleep, man.
why do you got to open the window shade? And why do you have to turn the light on a late night flight?
Like, what
Stop
are
it. You don't need your
reading?
reading light. Stop it.
Reader on the red eye.
Reader on the red eye is an asshole.
Reader on the red eye is an asshole.
I mean, it's good to read, guys, but be respectful.
And to wrap this up, and Spot, one of the 3 of us is this person.
Gee, well, I know it's not me.
And I know it's not me.
So,
Steve Covino, on occasion, has been the person that jumps up the second the plan lands.
this is my favorite meme.
Like, just sit. You're in row 18. It's going to be a minute. Stop trying to stand up.
But you know what? I'm trying to avoid all the other people I hate who all of a sudden take their time and they don't know how to get out of the plane in an orderly fashion.
It's a zipper system.
Yes.
Yeah.
But some people move so slow, Spot. I just lose my patience. I apologize. And I can't believe you're wrapping it up without these 2.
Oh, what do you got?
Because I'm also guilty of one of these. I'll let you decide which one. How about the dude who thinks like he's loud laughing at whatever he's watching?
You know what? I probably have done that. I probably laughed at what I'm watching.
Like, no, I'm not. We're not all watching what you're watching, dude. But we're glad you're having a great time. And how about the guy who's just passing gas the whole time? And everyone's looking around like, who's ripping ass?
That's also you.
Also you.
That's not me.
Also
All right,
you.
it is me. But how about that guy? We all want to punch him in the face,
I
right?
texted Covino on our last flight.
Who's ripping ass?
On our way back from Nashville 2 weeks ago, I texted Covino. I go, stop farting.
I saw Rich like this. I taste shit. I taste shit.
All right, well, on
Because
that note,
it could be anybody. That's the beauty of it.
have a
But
great
don't be that.
weekend. I know everyone's a little under the weather, allergies and sickness, and you got March Madness, you got baseball. So, hey, take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. And, hey, thanks for hanging on Overpromised. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land. Let's go Yankees. Let's go.
Let's go Mets.
Stop passing gas on a plane.
Sorry.